Well, hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot card reading for April 7th through the 13th, 2025. Very happy to have everyone here today. And I was inspired and guided to the Heavenly Bloom Tarot card deck as well as the Sacred Forest Oracle cards for this reading. So I hope you enjoy the cards. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's free and it helps my channel grow. And as always, Aquarius, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. So with that, let's get started. And we're going to see which crystal is being suggested for you for the week, Aquarius. So what does Aquarius need? Which crystal for the week ahead? It's coming through for Aquarius. And we have garnet in regards to commitment. It concerns your heart and sacral chakras. So some kind of commitment that might involve other individuals. Maybe keeping a promise. Let's see what the Sacred Forest has for you, Aquarius. It's coming through for Aquarius. Toadstools, growth, and the number 44, and I like that because that is an 8 energy. Exactly, abundance, what it's saying here, growth. So with this message with the toadstools is like something's been incubating, you might say, beneath the surface. It's going to be coming to fruition. So get clear on your goals, your dreams, because rapid growth is ahead. So be ready, Aquarius. You really have to ask yourself, what do I really want? And for some Aquarians, you could be headed for great spiritual growth, a spiritual path. You might be, you might have an interest in something metaphysical. You might be taking some kind of class, hooking up with like-minded people. So it could be a new spiritual path for some Aquarians. So there is something that's beneath the surface, which is kind of like rising up in you. There could be some changes happening. Something that you thought was ordinary is going to be actually remarkable. So you're in a time of rapid spiritual and material growth as well. So get ready and hang on for the ride. So very exciting energy here. And I love, you can see the red. Very fiery energy within the card. So let's see what the tarot has to say for this week. So messages and guidance for Aquarius. What's coming through? What does Aquarius need to hear, be aware of? Expansive growth, maybe commitment. Could be a new job, new relationship, a new level in the relationship, a new home. We have the Hierophant. Well, this could be someone you go to for advice. This could be getting married. There's the commitment with the Hierophant. Usually marriage is kind of the first indication with the Hierophant. But it can also be changing up your beliefs. Maybe something that you no longer believe in things in the same capacity that you did, like how you were raised. This could be in regards to traditions. The Hierophant can represent government, church, religion, institution, banks, things of that sort. So 5 is a very challenging energy, and certainly you're going to be following your heart and what you desire and the commitment that you might have had, how you were raised to believe in things that might be changing for some of you with the Hierophant. 5 energy with this card is indicating change, as well as this being a major arcana card, which can be significant change coming in. Something's growing, welling up inside of you that's wanting to come out. And that could be maybe keeping some traditions, maybe some customs, but now completely going off in a new path with how you look at things. So very interesting. Four of Swords, the battle is over. I'm looking at the three swords facing down. The battle is over. This is the time for rest. So if you've been wrestling with this feeling like you don't belong in a certain group, an organization, in the beginning, and the toadstools here talking about you could be on a spiritual path, and it could be something different from how you were raised to believe. So that's happening more and more, going into spirituality rather than regular religion. And that's for some of you, certainly not all of you. You've got the Two of Swords, so there's something that's been on your mind that you've been kind of like weighing out the pros and cons. And the Four of Swords here is about get some rest, step away from this energy, especially if you resonate with, you no longer feel the same way in regards to how you were raised. And that could be your culture, your religion, maybe how you look at certain things in life. Very challenging energy. With the Four of Swords here, you're taking a break from that, getting some rest. This is connecting to Spirit Source. Just getting that peace and quiet to think things through. With the Two of Swords here, very unusual Two of Swords, but it is weighing out the pros and cons of a situation, needing more information possibly before you make a final choice or decision. And again, the first word that came through is the garnet crystal about commitment. So you could be committing to purchasing a home, whereas you were maybe just renting and you could move freely. But now you're putting down roots, you're making a commitment. It could be something of that nature. And there's a lot of growth during this time. So for some of you, you might be joining up with a company that's going to be like a mover and shaker in the future. Maybe something in AI, technology, something of that sort. So this is about moving away from maybe somebody else's way of thinking. And that certainly could be if you no longer, like if you're working for a company and you no longer coincide with their so-called mission statement, or maybe they have a mission statement, but they do nothing that supports that mission statement. That's the energy that I'm picking up with the Hierophant, that you're moving on from a certain way of feeling or thinking, but you're getting away from it to make a final decision. So Two of Swords is kind of on the fence in regards to a choice or making a decision. So you could be taking some time this week. You might be making a big move and certainly making a commitment to something new. So what else is coming through for Aquarius? Four of Cups. Yeah, very unhappy. This is a card of dissatisfaction, kind of like in limbo with how you feel. You're just going along day after day. But the Four of Cups is also an indication of divine timing here. So I feel something is about to take place. And you've got the Six of Swords here, Aquarius. Oh, this is definitely you. This is moving on, getting away from what no longer serves you. Very strong energy here. Wow. So there's divine timing taking place in regards to this growth, this moving forward, this 44 energy, which translates to 8, abundance. You could be making a commitment to yourself for your own happiness, for your own health and well-being. So 6 is going in the right direction. You're being divinely guided. There's something coming down in how you feel. your emotions, what you desire for yourself. So I really like this for you. You're going off in a new direction, not doing the norm, being very unique. Thinking outside the box. And that certainly could be joining a specific group of like-minded people, Aquarius. And we did have Pluto move into your sign, which it's all about the people. It's all about what's best, equality, diplomacy. Let's see, what's your final message here? The Hermit, wow. That's the Star of Hope in the lantern there, leading the way. You know you're going to be moving on. And that's what you're doing here with the Six of Swords. So the Hermit is, and it's right below the Four of Swords, kind of the same energy where you're taking time out for yourself, tapping into your inner guiding voice, hooking up with Spirit Source, the universe. 9 is reflection. You know, and you come back down off this mountain. The Hermit comes off the mountain, you know, with fresh hope, rebirth, you know. And look at, we have the same like fiery energy here. And moving on, letting go of what no longer serves you this week, Aquarius. There's a realization. It's, I almost feel like it's a really tough decision for you to let go of whatever this is. It can concern some kind of commitment that you are being held to, and you're letting go. For some, you might be getting married, making the commitment. For others, you are letting go. All right. Let's look at the last message here. But I love your oracle messages here. Growth, abundance coming in. You're going to be moving on to something new. A new way of thinking, maybe a new way of living, maybe a new partner, a new job. What's coming through from Whispering Woods for Aquarius? The cards are really jumpy for you. Wow. And one wanted to come out. Learn. Take a lesson from the owls. Deeply observe the night, and you'll become a little wiser in the day. Well, there you go, Aquarius. That's the messages for the week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you blessings of love and abundance.